This man has been hiding in a billionaire's closet for 2 years. Every morning after watching the billionaire's family leave, he picks up the man's razor and shaves his beard, then goes to the bathroom to take a nice shower, dries his hair and makes himself a delicate breakfast. When he has free time he even helps with some housework. 2 years ago while stealing something he was chased by his boss. In a panic he hid in a wardrobe on a truck. The violent bumps tilted the wardrobe making it impossible for him to escape. When everything finally calmed down he found himself in a stranger's home. Just as he was about to leave he heard someone approaching the room. He had no choice but to hide under the bed. Through the couple's conversation he learned they had just moved into this villa. The wardrobe was an antique passed down from the wife's ancestors, so they didn't plan to use it, and only kept it for display. He immediately thought he could hide in the wardrobe for a while. That night after the couple fell asleep he quietly crawled out from under the bed, headed to the bathroom to relieve a day's worth of pressure, then sneaked back under the bed. The next morning after everyone left he climbed out. After finishing breakfast he even cleaned up the kitchen, then moved the antique wardrobe aside, removed the back panel of the other wardrobe, and then removed the antique wardrobe's back panel as well. This way he could move between the two wardrobes freely. When he heard someone returning he quickly hung up the clothes, hid inside the antique wardrobe and slipped into the white one behind it. The lady of the house walked in and was puzzled by the spotless kitchen. While changing in the bedroom she felt like she was being watched. She told her husband but he dismissed it thinking she was just tired. The next day after the family left he pulled all the curtains closed. As usual after eating breakfast he cleaned the dishes. Strangely he not only did all the housework, but also fixed broken cabinets in the house. It was as if he had become the master of the home. He even kept a book to read inside the wardrobe. Midway through he felt the urge to pee but as soon as he stepped out of the bedroom he bumped into the billionaire's daughter. Luckily she only thought it was her imagination. He narrowly avoided exposure, but while talking to her mother, the billionaire's wife mentioned she always felt like there was a stranger in the house. To his surprise she then sat inside the antique wardrobe. Her words made him break out in a cold sweat inside the hidden compartment. Turns out she was just reminiscing about her father. Unable to resist he lightly dragged his fingers across the wooden panel. The sound startled her. The next morning he was preparing breakfast for himself, when unexpectedly the billionaire's daughter brought her boyfriend home. To avoid being seen he pressed himself against the wall. Soon the daughter and her boyfriend entered the bedroom. He went to the stairs and heard strange noises. It seemed like she was unwilling to engage with her boyfriend. He wanted to intervene but had no right to. Later that night when the billionaire couple was asleep he went to the living room. He heard the billionaire's daughter quietly crying in her room. He felt like he should do something, so after she fell asleep he picked up her phone and texted her boyfriend asking him to meet at the house tomorrow.